What would Halloween be if there weren't any horror movies? If you want to enjoy a spooky movie marathon, the Michael Myers Halloween classics are a fantastic option. I will go straight to the plot of each film to make it as clear as possible and easier to understand which part should come after another. So if you want to see all 13 Halloween movies, as you already know, they are not ordered chronologically. The chronological order of the Michael Myers movies can be a little confusing because of numerous reboots, different filmmakers, and a failed anthology series. 6-year-old Michael Myers murdered his 17-year-old sister Judith in a merciless manner on a chilly Halloween night in 1963. He received a 15-year prison sentence. But on October 30th, 1978, a 21-year-old Michael Myers steals a car and flees Smith's Grove while being transported for a court date. He goes back to a peaceful Haddonfield, Illinois, where he searches for his next victims. The story resumes where it left off in Halloween 2. While Laurie is recovering at the hospital, Michael pursues her once more after failing to kill her and escaping many gunshot wounds. However, when Myers hacks, stabs, and slashes his way through hospital employees to reach his preferred victim, the facility reveals to be particularly well suited to serial killers. And Dr. Sam Loomis, Michael's childhood psychiatrist, thinks he has figured out the reason behind Michael's desire to kill Laurie. Halloween 4 takes place 10 years after Halloween 3, skipping Halloween 3 because it doesn't follow the storyline, when Michael awakens from a coma. Michael starts the search for Laurie's daughter Jamie after Laurie passed away in a car accident in an off scene. When everyone learns that Michael has returned, they all go into a frenzy to try to stop him. Michael survives a second coma after being shot several times and falling into a mineshaft in Halloween 4. Michael Myers awakens and makes his way to his little Illinois hometown with the intention of killing Jamie, who has been locked up in a mental hospital after Michael's previous attempt to kill her. Dr. Sam Loomis, a psychiatrist, teams up with Sheriff Ben Meeker to try to put an end to Michael's most recent rampage because they think that there might be a psychic connection between Michael and Jamie. After being kidnapped by a cult 6 years ago, Jamie now gives birth to a child. Jamie perishes as she makes her getaway, but the infant lives and is discovered by Tommy, a youngster Laurie used to watch. Tommy takes the infant and makes an effort to keep it safe as Michael searches for Jamie's child. Dr. Sam Loomis, a longtime foe of Michael's, comes back in an effort to halt the psychopath's vicious rampages while the supernatural aspects of his macabre skills are investigated. Even though Laurie Strode has thought to have died in a car accident in Halloween 4, she makes a comeback in this film. It turns out that she pretended to die so that Michael wouldn't go searching for her. Under an assumed name, Laurie now resides in Northern California and has the position of a headmistress at a private school. It's not far enough though, and Michael quickly finds out where she is. Laurie experiences a sense of dread as Halloween approaches her serene village, and for good reason. In this movie, Michael finally has Laurie killed. 1 year after she passed away, the abandoned home of notorious serial killer Michael Myers is now the backdrop for a webcam reality program. The notorious killer, though, decides it's time to break out the blades when he learns that some college students have occupied his former killing grounds. Halloween, that came out in 2008, a remake by David Gordon Green, disregards all prior sequels and acts as a direct sequel to Halloween 1978. In this movie, Laurie is still alive and has been dreading Michael's eventual return while residing in a fortified home. She is aware that it won't be long before Michael escapes from his mental hospital and chaos breaks out. As Michael burns in her basement immediately after the events of Halloween 2018, Laurie is taken to the hospital, but soon after emerging from the flames, he returns to killing. However, when Laurie is sent to the hospital, she meets Tommy Doyle, the young kid she was watching the night Michael started his reign of terror. Tommy is the leader of a vengeful mob of vigilantes that rise up against Myers and exterminate the evil as Laurie fights through the anguish. Laurie Strode is residing with her granddaughter and working on the last chapters of her autobiography 4 years after her final encounter with the mask-wearing killer Michael Myers. Since Michael hasn't been seen, Laurie makes the decision to let go of her anger and fear and embrace life. But when a teenager is charged with killing a youngster he was watching, it sparks a wave of violence and fear that pushes Laurie to face the evil she can't stop. Laurie and Michael face off once more, but this time it's touted as Laurie's last stand. Even if it might not be the final Halloween movie, Jamie Lee Curtis may not appear in any more of them. Although this Halloween movie's title is the same as the one from 1978, it is a reboot that is set in a different era. Although a little perplexing, I believe this one can be watched after all the others. It follows a premise similar to that of the first film, where it focuses on Michael's childhood killings. Laurie is coping with the horrific events of fending off Michael in the follow-up to Halloween 2007. Michael, who is still alive, starts to see his mother in his dreams telling him to find Laurie. Things take an unexpected turn when Michael eventually finds her. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which completely departs from the rest of the Halloween franchise, comes in last on this list. It practically stands on its own because Michael Myers isn't even taking part in it. Halloween 3 instead centers on a business that creates Halloween masks with unique microchips inserted into each one of them. The business has a sinister strategy that puts the kids donning these masks in a grave danger on Halloween night. And that marks the end of our chronological Halloween franchise list. I hope I was able to clear up any slight confusions when it comes to this wonderful saga. As I'm recording this, Halloween is right around the corner, which only leaves me to wish you to have lots of yummy food, candy, and have all the fun in the world while celebrating it. Leave a spooky thumbs up and comment if you have a favorite from this franchise. Have you seen the final Halloween Ends yet? If so, what did you think of it? Leave all of your thoughts down below. That is it for the video, and I will see you all in my next one.